This episode of TYme Help is brought to you by Audible. What's up, guys? It's time for another episode of Question Time, the series where you guys ask me questions and I answer them on video. Let's do it. So as you guys can tell, I'm not in my office. I'm actually in New Jersey right now with my girlfriend and my girlfriend's parents. And I figured for a change of pace, I would bring my girlfriend in to answer some questions with me. So Gray, do you want to come on in? We actually have a little stepping stool thing that she's gonna stand on because she's short and she doesn't fit in the shot very well. Hello. So this is Gray. If you guys want to check out her channel, there's links in the description, stuff like that. Pirate Gray on YouTube, Pirate Grayson on Twitter. Check out her Facebooks and stuff like that. You ready to answer some questions?
Yeah.
Techie questions?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
The first question comes from Daniel and he says, if a zombie apocalypse happened, what would be the first 3 tech things you would take with you? So what 3 things are you gonna bring?
I would bring a phone, a light, like a flashlight, and a shotgun.
I would say I'm gonna bring my phone. Hopefully if we have cell service still. I'm gonna bring a gigantic freaking massive tank so I can just wipe out zombies like crazy, be super protected. And then I'm gonna bring my vlog camera so I can vlog it all. Robbie says, what are your thoughts on the Wii U and do you think it would be a good choice if you can't get the Xbox 360 or the PS3? We have a Wii U and we've played it, but it's just super, super slow. They have to make the system faster. It's too slow to be enjoyable to use. Like, you like using the Wii U, right? I like it. It's an interesting thing, but I feel like I'm playing just an oversized DS. Yeah, it's ugly too. Some of the games just aren't that great. Yeah, like they've got some good games. Nintendo's like a classic, like Super Mario and all that. Nintendo Land's good for it. It's just, it needs to be faster. And I don't really get the question if you're asking, should you get it if you can't get an Xbox or a PS3, because you can go get those because the Wii U is super expensive unless your parents just won't let you get those for some reason. But yeah, I would definitely pick an Xbox or a PS3 over the Wii U. But it's still a decent console, they just need to speed it up. It's too slow. But I will say the Wii U's only been out for a little bit, so I'm gonna give it time. I'm not gonna say it's a terrible console or anything like that. It's new. Alex says, should I get an iPhone 5 coming from an iPhone 4S? So both of us have iPhone 5s. I came from an iPhone 4S and she came from an iPhone 4. What was your experience upgrading from an iPhone 4 to the 5? I think it was a good upgrade and I definitely felt like it was faster and better, but I feel like from a 4S, because I know the 4S between the 4 really wasn't that great of a change. Yeah, not much of a big difference. I think if you're gonna wait for phone, wait for like the 5S or whatever next generation comes out. Yeah, there's not really a mandatory reason for you to update from the 4S to the 5. You're just gonna get a bigger screen, it's gonna be a little bit faster, tiny little bit of a better camera. You're really just paying for the bigger screen and what the newest thing is. So should you go upgrade or feel any reason to, I'd say no. I'd say skip generation. But if you can though, I would. The iPhone 5 is better than the 4S. It is. It is, but it's not worth it. Yeah. I don't think. Wait for the 5S or whatever. Daniel says, what is your favorite Apple product? Probably MacBook Pro. I love that thing. I've had it for a while because of you. Thank you. Yes, I got it for graduation. I love it. Like, I can do everything I need to do on it. It might be a little slow and you can upgrade it, which is great, and I like that about it, but that's probably my favorite thus far that I've had. I would probably say just any of my Macs, not like one specifically. Probably my iMac, my 27-inch iMac, which I'm gonna get the new one like this Friday, I think. But yeah, the reason I would pick that over like my phone, which I use every day and is also one of my favorite Apple products, is just because my Mac, I could not go back to using a PC, but an iPhone, I wouldn't mind switching to an Android, you know what I mean? There's no way I'm going back to a PC, but I could go back to Android. That's why the Mac is my favorite Apple product. All right, this question is from Alma, and she says, do you guys plan to get married soon? No, we're not gonna get married anytime soon. We're both young. I'm only 20, Grady's only 20. There's no reason for us to rush it. I think you feel the same way, right? Yeah, I feel like we're still very young, and we have a whole bundle of stuff to learn about ourselves still, so marriage is kind of a big step in life. We're happy with where we are right now, and there's too much other stuff to do to be worrying about marriage right now, right? Yeah, wedding planning would not be fun right now. Wait for it. Don't rush it. Mike says, boobs or bums? So what do you like better, boobs or butts, as I call it, not bums? What is that? I like them both, I guess. Maybe boobs more than butts, but I like them pretty equally. I like boobs. They're jiggly and squishy, squeeze them. But butts are just, They're better to look at. They're nice, right?
I feel like, but when you look at a woman, you have to listen to her talk. You can look at her boobs more. You can't like.
Yeah, but that's
be like,
obvious.
oh, let me look at your butt while you're talking.
Get a quick little butt look in if they're walking by. If you're talking to them, you can't just stare at their boobs, right?
That's true.
Oscar asked, do you think jailbreaking the iPhone is worth it?
So I don't think jailbreaking is really worth it. It slows down your phone or your iPod or whatever you're jailbreaking, and it's just like, go, you get cool features. I like my iPhone as it is. It's
you don't like themes and stuff like that?
I don't really care.
Yeah, that's the same thing for me. Like, I've never really cared about themes that much on my phone. I like the simplistic look, and jailbreaking just slows down your phone too much. Like my main iPhone 5 that I carry around with me, I don't keep it jailbroken just because I want it to be as fast as possible, because I want it to work when I want it to work and not give me problems. And the other stuff that I've jailbroken can give you problems depending on what you install, and it will slow down your phone. But yeah, jailbreaking is good for some stuff, but Apple's mostly implemented all the stuff that come along with jailbreaking anyways in iOS, so
it's pointless.
Yeah,
I think.
Andy asked, if the world is about to end and you could only take one gadget with you to the afterlife, what would it be? So considering the world is about to end in I think like 6 days or so, I guess we may need to start thinking about this. What are we gonna bring with us?
Gosh, what am I gonna bring? I really don't think
I'm gonna bring my phone, so if there's anybody else alive, hopefully I can get cell service wherever I'm at, and I could call them back and let them know that everything's good on the other side.
Hey, how you doing? It's pretty nice though.
That would be awesome. What if you could bring a computer to the afterlife?
I was thinking maybe I want to bring a computer because then I could like do Photoshop.
Yeah, forget my phone.
Like,
I'm bringing a
surf
computer.
The web, because the web's still gonna be there, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
In the afterlife?
Depends. I don't know.
Depending on what you believe in, are there any limits in the afterlife? You could have anything. I'm gonna have 1,000,000 MacBooks. I'm gonna bring them with me. I'm gonna duplicate them when I get there. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I would probably bring my phone or my computer and just hope that I can use them once I get to the afterlife.
I'd probably bring my computer.
Ryan asked, what is your Christmas wish list? Now for me, I don't think Christmas should really be about presents and all that kind of stuff. I tell everybody not to get me anything, mostly because I have everything I want anyways. I buy it for myself. But for me, if I could spoil myself with one thing, I want this Rolex watch that you're looking at right now. It's freaking amazing. It looks 10 times better in person. I want it so bad, but it's like $8,000, $9,000. It's ridiculous. But, oh my gosh, I would love that on my wrist right now. So what would you want? Your one thing that you could have?
I'd probably say a 27-inch iMac, the latest one.
Yes.
So I can then really progress more with my work.
I would say that's on my Christmas wish list, but I'm going to go get it Friday. Because I have to do videos on it, and I'm going to replace my old iMac with it. Because I want that new iMac. Joe asks, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars? I like Star Wars. I actually haven't watched Star Trek, so I feel like I haven't given it really a great chance to win my heart. I'm
probably going to lose a lot of geeky, techie credit points with this, but I don't know what the difference is at all. I've never watched Star Wars, I've never watched Star Trek, Starship Galactica, or any of that crap. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I grew up on Star Wars, and I had the hugest crush on one of the main characters, and I love Star Wars.
I think I would like Star Wars better if I'm thinking of the right one, because I think my dad... Is that the one where you can like, one of the dudes can move stuff with their mind or something? My dad said when he was a kid, he tried so hard to use his brain power to move objects, but he never could. That would be awesome. I did the
same thing, trying to get the Jedi Force to bring Luke to
I could see myself if I was like a little kid probably doing that, but not now. I just never got into it. I don't know.
Star Wars.
Junior asked, what was your first cell phone?
I have my phone here. This is the Samsung Sway. This was like one of the first phones I've had. I actually wasn't able to get a phone until I was older. My parents didn't let me have a phone until like senior year of high school. So
I think I got my first phone when I was like maybe like 14, but it was because I was like hanging out with my friends and skating and stuff, so I kind of needed it. But I don't have it with me, but it was like some blue Nokia phone. Actually, I'll put a picture up on the screen of kind of what it looks like. I couldn't find the actual image, but it was like this blue Nokia phone. It was a flip phone, and the battery on it with one charge would literally last like 3.5 weeks. What? Seriously, it would last forever.
Die, like, instantly for
it
me.
Never died. It never died. I tried to use the battery on it. I couldn't. But you can only play like Snake on it, so there wasn't really much to use the battery. But yeah, that was my first phone.
I really like this phone. I actually could go back to this phone.
Actually, a fun little fact, my second phone ever was the iPhone. I actually had my first cell phone, then didn't have a cell phone for a long time after I like stopped using that one, and like my contract ended or whatever, and then I got an iPhone like years and years later.
You lucky kid, you.
Well, that was when I was older. But yeah, I was still lucky for that. My dad bought that for me. Thank you, or I wouldn't be doing this right now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's all the questions we have for today. If you guys want to check out Gray's channel, I'll put the links down below. Thank you for coming on and doing a video with me.
Thank you for having me. And me too. Make sure you subscribe to him, because he is awesome, if you didn't know. Oh gosh, you're being dorky? Oh no!
Audible.com is the leading provider in downloadable digital audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. They have over 100,000 titles to choose from in pretty much any genre, and you can download them all and listen to them anytime, anywhere on your iPhone, your iPod, your MP3 player, or even your Android phone. If you go to audible.com/Ty, you'll get one free audiobook download of your choice that you can keep forever. Yes, it is free and you can keep it forever. All you have to do is sign up. For a book recommendation, I would suggest you check out The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Forget the old concepts of retirement and a deferred life plan. There is no need to wait and every reason not to, especially in unpredictable economic times. For living more and working less, this book is the blueprint. You can use that as your one free audiobook download of your choice. I would recommend it. Check it out. And again, the URL is audible.com/Ty if you want to get your one free audiobook download. Do it. Also, if there's any good books on Audible that you guys think I should check out, please let me know in the comments. So if you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Probably not like this anymore unless you guys like this kind of thing. And I will see you guys in the next one. And hopefully you won't. He made this video terrible. Kidding. Peace. Butts are better to look at, right?
I like looking at both, I guess. I
What?
don't know.
I didn't know that.
Oh gosh. Thanks.